Canada Revenue Agency writes off $133 million owed by one taxpayer. Tax agency refuses to identify person or corporation getting writ off.
Here's a summary of the article.
As the April 30 deadline approaches for filing income tax returns, there's word of an unusually large tax writ-off by the Canada Revenue Agency. The massive writ-off is cited in a September 14, 2018 internal CRA memo to explain a big jump in the total tax dollars declared uncollectible, compared with the total for the same period a year previous. The increase is attributable to a few large writ-offs, including one for $133 million. A spokesperson for the Canada Revenue Agency declined to identify the taxpayer benefiting from the writ-off, or to provide details of the nature of the uncollected taxes, citing confidentiality provisions under the law. 33, to be precise, has set a record for a single federal tax writ-off in Canada. The $133 million writ-off by the CRA was approved by CRA Commissioner Bob Hamilton in the same period that saw a March 2018 writ-off of a government bailout loan to the now bankrupt Chrysler Corporation. It's not clear whether the two writ-offs are related, though excise taxes are applied to the auto industry.
This post received a score of 9,637, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Anyone else like to poo their pants?
This is exactly what I think of every time I hear the term writ-off.
When a business buys a thing for their operations, they can tell the taxman so they don't pay tax for it.
It's possible that I misunderstand the issues of double taxation on qualified expenses, and of course different counties have different laws, see the responses below. Write-offs are business expenses deducted from the gross returns total amount made, to the net total amount made after paying for all the stuff needed to run a business. You only pay income tax on your net amount, so there's a great incentive to lower this amount as much as possible, and writing off expenses is a major part of that.
Except in this case I think the tax office is waiving a debt. Not the Seinfeld use of the term write-off. Edit, I am not an accountant and do not understand the terms used in the responses. I have no idea if I even deserve the upvotes now.
It's both. CRA wrote down assets and expenses at reducing net income while waiving a taxpayer debt. Most of CRA current assets are debts owed by taxpayers.
Greater than if you think tax cheating is a game. Think again, because games are designed to be equally fair for all players.
Pay to win, bruh.
Win by not paying.
I bet you billionaires get free loot boxes too, if they contact the GameMaker's parent company.
Celebrity Twitch streamers and YouTubers get the whole game for free, so
the rich get richer.
Such an actions by CRA is very uncommon. There has to be a big reason to it. Also it's been told by them. The agency says that writing off a tax debt does not relieve a taxpayer of the obligation to pay, but it does mean no legal action will be taken unless the taxpayer's situation improves.
Maybe Bombardier is making no money again. Edit, spelling.
You are probably right. I always hear they are behind on rail cars because the parts from Mexico don't fit, etc. Thunder Bay plant has no contacts after roughly a year and a half of work left in this last contract.
In Australia they just built some lovely equipment that can't be commissioned because it's too heavy for the tracks it was designed for. That's nice.
Wow, that's awful. I've heard they used to make top-of-the-line trains 20/15 of a year back when everything was made in the local plant, but after they started make parts off plant and getting them from Mexico it was downhill from there. Prime example of how the quality of vehicles and everything is going downhill just to put more money in CEO, etc. pockets. Shame.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.